Good morning. Today I'm going to make a crochet tutorial to teach you the single crochet, and we'll be making a beautiful little dishcloth here. That's not super exciting, but once you learn this you can make more exciting things. So we'll be focusing on getting started with the slip knot, a starting chain, and single crochet. So you'll want to use cotton yarn. I use the Peaches and Cream. It's a pretty good yarn for dishcloths. It's what I always use, and you can get it pretty much anywhere, Michael's, Joann's, Walmart even. And then we'll get a crochet hook. This is a US size H or 8 or a 5mm hook. That works well with this size yarn, and it works well with any worsted weight yarn, so it's a good one to start out with. Anyway, here we go. Start with the slip knot. So we'll just take, this is the start of the yarn, we'll just take it and go like this. I'm going to put my fingers in like that, and we're just going to twist it over and then pull through like so, and that makes an adjustable loop. Alright, I'll show you one more time. So go like this, twist it, pull it through, adjustable loop, and I'll show you just one more time. Go like this, twist it, pull through, adjustable loop, slip. Okay, so we'll put the hook in, tighten it up a little bit, and then to hold your yarn, you want to hold it between your fingers to keep the tension, and there's many different ways to do this. This is how I do it, and if it's confusing you can try another way, but this is the way I do it. So I'm going to put the yarn in between these two fingers, wrap it around the pinky, under the ring finger, and over these two, so that I'm holding the work like this. And I'll show you again. Put the yarn in between your pinky and ring finger, go around your pinky, under your ring finger, and over the next two fingers, and you're holding your work like this, so that, you know, goes like that. And I'll just show you one more time. In between these two fingers, around the pinky, under the ring finger, and over these two. Ready to start. So we're gonna start by chaining 20, and the chain's really simple. You've got your hook in here, you just put your crochet hook under the yarn and pull through, and that's a chain. So we're going to do it again. And there you go. And we're just going to do that 20 times. We'll do it 21 times. Okay. So here we have it, 21. I know I said 20, I meant to say 21. So 21, here we go. And this is what it looks like. So now we're ready for the single crochet. Let me get my yarn back where I want it. So we are going to skip this first one, and we're going to go into the second chain here. So just stick your hook in there, and then grab your yarn, pull it through that loop that you just put your hook through, and then you're going to grab your yarn again and put it through both loops. So we'll do it again. Next loop, stick your hook in, pull the yarn through, and then pull the yarn through these two, and we're going to do that all the way across into each chain. And this will be our starting row. And this is going to be a really simple pattern. We're just going to single crochet all the way through, which will give you really good practice for the single crochet and for making squares. Okay, all the way across. Okay, so that's row 1. Now we're ready to turn our work. So we're going to chain 1 at the end, and this helps keep it a nice square shape. And we're just going to turn the work over like so. And now we're going to single crochet all the way across. So what I'm going to show you is there's a loop here and a loop here, but we're going to go under both of them, just like that. And then you're going to pull the yarn through both of those, or under both of them, and then pull the yarn through these. So we single crocheted, so we'll go under both of these loops here, pull the yarn through, and then we'll pull the yarn through, single crochet. And we will keep doing that all the way across. So we're going to keep single crocheting for 20 rows, and that'll give us a nice square. And then I'll meet you at the end of the 20 rows, and we'll make our border with a different color if you like, or the same color. Just remember at the end of each row to chain 1 to keep that nice square. And if you're unsure if you're keeping the same number of stitches, you can always just count them. So here we go, there's 2 rows so far, single crochet. Okay, so once you've done about 20 rows of the single crochet, give or take, it doesn't have to be exactly 20, you should have a nice little square like this. You can stop here if you're tired of doing single crochet, I totally understand, or we can keep going. So I'm going to show you how to do a border around it. I'm going to keep the same color for this row, and then in the next row I'll change to the pink. So we're going to put our hook in. And since we're on the corner here, I'm going to do a single crochet into that same loop there, and I'm going to actually do one more so that we have 3. We've got 3 single crochets in the same, what am I trying to say, in the same loop. And then we're going to single crochet across this edge, and it's going to be a little tricky because you have to kind of figure out where to put it, but I'll show you. So we'll do one right here, and then I'm going to do one here, and we'll just do that all the way down. A nice even single crochet. The single crochet is a great basic stitch. It's usually mixed with other stitches or used as a border, so it's a great one to learn starting out. But it can be a little bit annoying if you're doing your entire work in single crochet. It feels like you're doing a lot of work and not getting very far because it doesn't cover a lot of ground like the double crochet or the half double. Oh, here we go. Almost there. Alright, and we get into this corner here. I'm actually going to go right here. We're going to do 3 single crochets into this corner. we're going to single crochet along the bottom. This is the tail that we started out with. I'm just going to keep it against my work like this, and when I put my hook through, I'm going to put the tail under there, and I'm just going to crochet it into the work because I hate weaving in the ends at the end, so I just crochet them in whenever I can. So we'll do this all the way around until we get back to where we started, and then we'll change colors. Okay, so I'm back to the beginning, you know, where we started this thing, and I'm going to do a slip stitch, which is similar to a single crochet. So you're going to stick your hook in under the loops like you would with single crochet, and you're going to pull the yarn through that, and you're actually just going to pull it through the other loop without pulling up the yarn again, and we are going to cut it. There we go. And then I'm just going to pull that through like that. So we've got a single crochet border around the edges, and I'm going to do a slip knot for this. You can if you want to, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to hook the pink on there and pull it through. And then I'm going to chain one, and I'm going to single crochet into the same stitch, and I'm going to do the same thing with the tail where I keep it with my yarn and just crochet it into the work. And now we're going to single crochet all the way around, keeping the tail in there. It makes it easier, you don't have to weave it in later. We'll single crochet our pink all the way around, and you can do as many rows of the border as you want. I'm going to do 2 rows. But if you want to do 3 or 5 or 10, if you want to do that, you certainly can. It's your project, your dishcloth. You're going to wash these dishes, so make it look how you want. Just kidding, you don't have to wash dishes with it. I use it for cleaning and dusting. Just anything. It's an all-purpose cloth. It doesn't have to be for dishes. Okay. And this is where we did our little thing here. And I'm going to keep the tail and just crochet it in. Okay, now we're in the corner, so this is where we did the 3 last row with the corner. So I'm going to single crochet 1 here, and then this is the middle one, so we're going to do 3 in this middle one here. And then we're just going to crochet, single crochet all the way down like normal. Okay, I'm getting up to the next corner, so These are the 3 that we made our corner with last time. So we're gonna single crochet in the first one, and then we're gonna single crochet 3 times in the second one to keep that corner. And then we're just gonna single crochet to the next corner. So I'm gonna keep doing this for 2 rows, and I'll meet you at the end. Flip back up there. Okay, so I've done 1 row of the pink, but I want to do another row. So I'm going to do a slip stitch to connect it. Just stick it in there, pull it through both of those, and if you want to end, you can just end it right there. If you want to keep going, just keep going. So I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to single crochet into that next, well, into the same space, and then we'll just single crochet around, and then when you get to the end, you can do a slip stitch into it and end it, or keep going, however you want to do it. Alright, you can just weave in your ends with a yarn needle like this, and once you've got them woven in there, you can cut off all the extra pieces. Like so. And I think I got them all. Now you have beautiful dishcloth. There you go. Good job. You've learned the single crochet. Stay tuned for bloopers if you like. Good morning. Good morning. I hate doing I love doing this.